Have you ever fallen off of a horse due to preparation issues? Believe me, it's not fun. One time I had a horse and I was riding him and I stopped to take a drink, and the ice sloshed around and scared him, and he started bucking and kicking. During his fit, the saddle actually slid to the side of the horse and I fell off. Now, had the saddle been tight enough, it wouldn't have moved and I most likely would have stayed on. So today we're going to learn the 3 steps in preparing a horse to be ridden, which is the preparation itself, the saddling, and the bridling. So the preparation is basically grooming. For the body, you can just use a regular horse brush that you would buy at any horse store. And for the mane and tail, you can use a regular hairbrush that humans would use, or you can also buy one at the horse store also. The next thing is cleaning the hooves. You can either use a hoof pick or a screwdriver, although the screwdriver tends to work better. Cleaning the hooves is getting the mud out so the horse's feet aren't sore after you've ridden it. And you just want to make sure that all of the mud's out and not making a huge pad on their feet with mud. After that, you have to wrap the legs. You want to cover the tendon and cannon bone, this lower part of the leg right here. It's to keep the legs protected and the leg muscles and the legs from getting scratches. You just put it around and wrap it tightly so it doesn't move. Just like this. And you go all around this lower leg here. Okay, after you've done the preparation, now you have to do the saddling. The first step in this procedure is putting on the saddle pad, which will go right above, or right on top of, or right behind the withers right here. It should go in the center of the horse, and the next thing, you put the saddle, the thing that you actually ride in, on top of it, right in the center of the saddle pad. The saddle pad is for protection for the horse so that the saddle doesn't rub the horse's back. The third part of the saddling is the girth. It attaches to both sides of the saddle and is adjustable to any size horse. When tightening the girth, you want to make sure it's tight enough that the saddle won't move, but that the horse can still breathe. A good rule of thumb is if you can fit 2 fingers in between the girth and the horse, and it fits good. After you've done the saddling, it's time to bridle your horse. You need to undo the halter and keep it around his neck so he won't move away. And then you put on the headstall, which has the bit attached to it, the silver thing right here. The bit goes in the mouth, specifically over the tongue, for protection and comfort for the horse's mouth. Also, the bit should not be cutting the sides of the mouth right here. Once you have it all in, you tuck all this in, and next you latch the throat latch and the cavesson to keep the headstall on. When you're latching the throat latch, there should be plenty of room. A good hand, if you can fit a hand through, it's good, between the jaw and the throat latch. Then you tighten the cavesson, which is also, if you can fit 2 fingers between the cavesson and the horse's chin, it's at a good tightness. After you do that, you can undo the halter across his neck and throw the reins over the neck, and you can buckle these so you can hold them better. And after that step, you're done. But you just learned the 3 steps in preparing a horse, which is preparation, saddling, and bridling. But before you get on, you need to make sure the saddle is tightened still, the girth is tightened, so that you don't have an incident like I did earlier. Now that once you've followed all 3 of these procedures, it's time to take a little ride.